Right, let's see. Oops. Right, are we up and running? Let's have a look and see. Camera just didn't want to focus in for some strange reason. I think we're good. Are we working? Yes, looks like it. Can you hear me? Lots of plugs, yes. I changed my shirt as well. I forgot I was wearing a green t-shirt, which doesn't work with green screen behind me because I disappear. Other than my gorgeous face floating in the ether, which looks really weird and unsettling. As unsettling as I look in the best of times. So that'll make it even worse for you. Anyway, never mind. Good evening all. Say hello, etc. Give us a thumbs up and all that jazz. You know how it works. Let's see. Kevin, hello, hello. Peter, Stella, good evening. Simon, hello. Peter N. Rob. Peter C. Excellent. We've got a few Peters. That's always a good sign, isn't it? Got a little collection of Peters in. Marvellous. Right, hope you're all well. I'm somewhat melted. It's so hot again today in the warehouse. But yeah, I was there for a few hours this morning. I had to come home and update a few descriptions for the auction on Sunday. And then went back and did a bit more. I could only do an hour this afternoon. It was so hot, it's ridiculous. So viewing, if you're coming for viewing tomorrow to view the steam engines, we're there from 9 till 12. So instead of the usual 11 till 2, it shifted a bit earlier because the steam engines are all upstairs and it gets baking hot. By 11 o'clock it's pretty much unbearable. So if you're coming, I would get there early. As I put in the email, don't come expecting to see slot machines because you can't, because they're not, most of them are not there, and the few that I can't get to, they're buried under other stuff. So there will be plenty of viewing for slot machines in due course. But yeah, I don't want you to have a disappointed journey thinking you can have a sneaky preview when you can't. So yeah, steam engines tomorrow, viewing, auction on Sunday. Should we just have a quick look, see how they're doing? Plenty to have a go. So we start with the fairgroundy stuff. What do we got here? Look, £12 for switchback, marvellous. £1 for big wheel, etc. Lots of things. Even I've got a pound bid yet. Look, so there's plenty of scope. Get some bids in. Steam engines, look, all sorts of stuff. Loads of corgis. These are all sort of mint and boxed, all these corgi things. If you know anybody who likes Morris Minors, think ahead for Christmas presents and things. They're all collectible stuff. Lots of different sets. Beano set, they look Spider-Man, Rovers comics, Tiger comics, there's post office ones, there's police ones, all sorts of different ones. So yeah, have a look through. It's bound to be something, or you know somebody who's got a Morris Minor or something. Get a few of those bought. Good little stocking for bits and bobs, weren't they? So that's sort of the first half up until, so we start those at 10. I did change that down there, didn't I? Yes, 10 o'clock. And then where are we? Second half starts at 1 o'clock. In fact, I think I need to change it on here, don't I? I'll do that in a bit. I'll try and remember. Then 1 o'clock we've got the other steam engine stuff, the single owner collection stuff. Rush it around about these lovely model steam engines. These are very cheap at the moment. That's 130 quid. 620. I think you paid about 2,000 for that one. Yeah, 220, 110. Super cheap at the minute. Lots of the little Maymod ones, Wescos and things. Plenty to choose from. Good assortment. Steam lorries as well. Steam fire engines, cars. A couple of aeroplanes. Some nice boats. This one's lovely, this one. This cruiser with a steam engine in it. Really nice twin-cylinder steam engine. And I've got a remote control, you know, hand joysticky thing with it, but I'm sure it's only standard remote control gear, so you could sort something out, I'm sure. Paddle steam, that's quite good fun. A good sized model, about 4 foot long, I think. Could be display somewhere. These Stuart engines look a pound. This is ridiculous. These engines, these are about 5,000 quid. If you go on the Stuart Steam Models website or whatever it's called, you see the price these things are new. They are a lot of money. So don't miss those. I'm sure there's got to be some buys out there somewhere for them, or just buy them and make a profit on them somewhere, whatever. But yes, a pound. get your bids in. They've got some nice older ones, these kind of brassy ones. This one's lovely, 261. Just looks nice and just stuck on your desk. And 263 as well, that's another nice thing. Beautifully engineered. Craftsmanship in these things is incredible. Small Bolescos, etc. It's crazy at the moment. These sort of Bolesco ones, these kind of off-the-shelf steam engines, and they're still nicely made, but they're more expensive at the moment than the properly kind of engineered models. It's a bit bizarre, isn't it? Whatever. I'm sure it'll all sort itself out. But yeah, some of the little upright engines, bings and things. Trains, these are live steam, 299, really nicely made live steam engine, and 300 and 301 and 2 I think are live steam. They've got proper boilers in them, but I can't see one of them. I couldn't figure out what it was fueled on or something, so come and have a look at them. You'll know more than I do, but they weigh a ton. All steel built. Then 303, 45, I think they are just models. It says in the descriptions, so have a look. You've got Stephenson's Rocket Steam Set, that's nice. That's a live steam one, all the track and everything with it, and the main one. There's some Clockwork ones, Hornby sets. Little Clockwork trains, these all work. They've not all got a Clockwork key with them, but they do all work. I tried them all with the keys that we did have with them. They all wind up and run nicely. Electric 00 set. Yeah, some good bits and bobs really. Some Meccano. You can cheat it. You've got some ready-built models if you can't bother to make some yourself. Meccano steam engine. Meccano electrics. These look lethal. I think they're low voltage though. Transformers. Loads of Clockwork motors for Meccanos and ton of Meccano itself. All at £1. Look, not even got a pound bid for it yet. So if you bother to lot all this up, we can make models with it, couldn't you? Flog them. That's a rare set, 373. If you look up the price of those sets, they're in the cardboard box. They're like hundreds and hundreds of pounds, really rare, especially in this colourway. I think it's the rarest colour, the kind of green and cream. Dandair spaceship that builder that looked quite fun, 374 with the instruction booklet with it. Annoyingly, on the back it tells you all the bits that should be there, but it doesn't tell you how many of each part should be there. But it looks like it's probably all there, really, from looking at some of the plans of the different spaceships and things you can make with it. There seems to be enough bits to make them, so I think it probably is all there. And then we finish up with 3 pine boxes that all the Meccano come in. There we are. These are big pine blanket boxes, you know, sort of 3.5, 4 foot long. Super. So that's where we're all at with all of that lot. Let's put a nice page up, shall we? What shall we look at? Down the side here, look, there's the sort of the category, so you can just should we have fairground? Look, if we just click on fairground, it just pulls up the fairgroundy lots. There we are. We'll leave that there for a minute. To remind you, these things are very, very cheap to get bidding on them. Right, so there we are. That's that. Where do we get to on there? Evening, Peter C. Paul, hello, hello. Down the beach today with the grandkids, now burnt and knackered. Yes, very, very warm, isn't it? All right, for some lazing on the beach, he says. Indeed. You know, I was only thinking today. Well, something like that. Oh, winter's beach rage. I could do with being at the beach today. How spooky is that? So there we are. That's where we're at that. So viewing tomorrow, auction Sunday. Don't forget the first part starts at 10 o'clock Sunday, second part at 1 o'clock. Got to change that on there. Collection of all this stuff next week. And next week, there's a possibility I might be away on a telly job next week. I don't know yet. It's not been confirmed. So hopefully I'll know before the auction. But if I'm not around, I expect most people want all this stuff posted anyway. A lot of the smaller stuff we can do, obviously. It's not a huge problem. Shove it in a box and send it out. But yeah, as per usual, get in contact if you're coming over next week. Slot machines, where are we up to at the moment? I haven't added any more on. Morons. For the 27th of July. 13th of July's closing date. There's more on the way. There's a few more in already. Just haven't got around yet to taking any snaps off. So I've been busy. But yeah, looking like a good sale again. In fact, it's always looked nappy before I put the proper ones up. When they're nicely cut out. But yeah, there's some nice stuff in already. More on the way. Am I calling you morons? I was calling me moron, really, I think. But never mind. Right, so yes, if you've got my email, assuming you're on the newsletter list, then you will have seen a bit about the collection of stuff. So those of you who've been collecting machines for a number of years will probably have heard of rumours of this kind of mythical collection that no one seemed to ever know quite where it was or who owned it or whatever, of these, of some, you know, pretty rare machines. But it's been going on for about 20 odd years. It just sort of just disappeared, or maybe it never existed, or I don't know. But people used to come to me more so, not in the past few years so much. I think it's kind of died down a bit really, but it's been going on for like 25 years. But people often, when we did the Elephant House auctions at the Elephant House, when I suppose we just saw a lot more people a lot more frequently in a way, because it'd be 200 or 300 people turn up a time. And sometimes people would come up and say, oh, do you know where there's a, you know, I've heard there's a such and such machine. You know, do you know where it is? Can you, you know, do a deal or something? And I say, no, I don't know. I say, oh, well, it's in this collection, you know. You know, I'm not trying to, not asking you, you know, who it is or to reveal anything, but you know, I'd pay whatever, you know, £3,000 for this machine if you can sort of do a deal and, you know, make a few quid and whatever, see what you can do. And I said, no, honestly, I don't know. So I've heard about this supposed collection, but I don't know where it is. I don't know who owns it or anything else. And there was rumours floating about that maybe it was some celebrity that owned it. It was very secretive, or some eccentric millionaire or aristocrat or something or whatever. Anyway. And it sort of died down, and every now and again we'd hear about it again, and a lot of you probably have been aware of it or heard of these machines somewhere, and it all kind of went quiet really for the past few years, really. And then a couple of weeks back, was it, I suppose, I had an email out of the blue, kind of a little bit of a lead, and I contacted the people and said that they've got these machines, a couple of photographs, and I sort of didn't put two and two together at the time. Oh, looks like there might be some nice stuff there. All in store, been in store for a while, and you couldn't kind of quite see a lot. But yeah. Long story short, had a very long drive yesterday to this like this secure storage warehouse place, and doors were opened, and lo and behold, there, sitting for the past quarter of the century, has been this collection of very nice, very rare machines. Yes, I put in the email. It's a bit like Howard Carter opening King Tut's tomb, I think. It even surprised me. So there you go. So now you're all going to want to know what's there, aren't you? And I'm not going to tell you at the moment. And the only reason why is A, I haven't seen it all yet. A lot of it's covered up. There's quite a lot of private stuff in the store as well. So I couldn't really take any photographs. I couldn't really get to any to take many photographs, to be honest. So that's all going to be cleared out. And some of the bits I know that are there, because I could get to them to see them, or they've told me on a bit of a list. They might keep one or two bits, and it'll be sod's law if I say there's this, and this. One of those, or two of those are going to be things I want to keep, and then you're going to be disappointed, or say I've made it all up, or whatever. So just bear with me on that one. But the good news is it's all coming in for auction. Really be, I'm thinking it might be October time, because it's going to take a few weeks to sort out, get the stuff here, and I've got to go through it all. It's all going to need a good clean and a spot of oil and whatnot. It's all the stuff was restored or was very good original, one or the other, but it's literally not been touched for 25 years. Just sat there, slumbering away in store. So yeah, needs a little bit of reawakening, shall we say. So what I'm probably going to do, if we can get permission to film at the storage place, which might not be able to, but if I can, when I go and pick it all up, I'll sort of do a video, quick video around of it all, or take some snaps of it or something. And then you can see what's there, basically, which might be quite fun, mightn't it? And as I go through the stuff a little bit better, you know, I'll also take some bit better pictures as usual. But yeah, quite a find. So I think once you know what's there, once you see some pictures of it, you'll yeah, I remember hearing about that lot back in the past, back in 10, 15, 20 years ago, whatever. But it's always curious that no one kind of knew quite where this stuff was. A lot of people seem to know it sort of existed somewhere, but never quite where. Now somebody's trying to ring me. Let me just turn it off a minute. Oh, it's a TV job. I'll sort that in a minute. It's now been found. So it's there. I've seen it. I've touched some of it. It definitely exists. So watch this space. So it will be quite exciting. So yeah, you might want to save a few pennies for it because there's some really nice stuff. So that's that bit of excitement. Yeah, I'm thinking probably October. I've got again. I think there might be a big TV job coming in October, so I've got to try and see if that's definitely on, so I can sort the dates out. But that gives a bit of time to sort out, and then if you see something you like, it also gives you the chance to sell something in the September auction to raise a few pennies to keep your other halves happy. If you intend to buy something, but I don't think there'll be a collector in the land who doesn't fancy something out of this lot. Some good stuff there that just doesn't turn up. Stuff you see in books, but you've probably never seen in the flesh, shall we say? Yeah, I think you'll be surprised. Anyway, so that's that. What else forgot to tell you? Tickets for next weekend. No, still haven't done that. Apologies, but I've been just super busy trying to sort all these steam engines out. And as I say, I was out all day yesterday, a long day yesterday, going to see this stuff and sort of, negotiate a deal on the auction and all that sort of thing. So that's that. And yeah, my next job, I'll try and get it around to doing it tonight. We can all get booked in for that. What else have I got to tell you? There was something else, wasn't there? Auction this weekend. Machine auction found. This 27th of July auction. Closing date 13th. Oh, collectibles, that was it. Yeah, more collectible stuff coming in. Again, not had time. I just had to stash the stuff away at the moment. Due to space, obviously, because I try and lay out the slot machine, the steam engine auction. So there's some more nice collectibles coming in. That collectibles auction in August will probably be the last one I do, at least for a year, I think. The simple reason being I need to crack on with my own clearance sale or slash sales. And so make it a good one. If you've got collectible stuff that you're thinking of selling, then August the 10th, is it? I think the date is offhand. Got so many dates in my head at the minute. 10th of August, yeah. Get it in for that one, because that will be your last chance, at least with us, for a good while. So just a heads up on that one, and then we'll see what next year brings. But the machine auction keep getting busier and busier and busier. I might just do machine auctions and nothing else. I don't know. We'll have to see. See what other collections we can find. Who knows? There can't be many more languishing out there, but it's a bit like that batch we had from the seller on the south coast there. You just don't know what's out there, do you? This lot was one of those. Over the years, it was odd because people will mention it now and again, and you think, well, I don't know, maybe there's something in it. But I thought, I don't know, sounds a bit fishy to me, whatever. But and then it turns up. So there you go. There's stuff out there, that's for sure. David, good morning from Alaska. Oh, good morning from Alaska. How the devil are you? Sounds a bit cold. Sounds a bit drastic as well, really, Alaska. But why not, I guess? Are there many slot machines there? Don't think so. But that's all right, because we've found some. And there'll be some there you like as well. Yes. Right, so any questions? Anybody need to know anything? Far away. Let me just that's right, yeah, it looks like I may well be on this job next week. Okay, fine. I'll sort that out. Where was I? Yes. Completely lost my track of thought. Trying to do too many jobs at once. That's the trouble, isn't it? What was I saying? Somebody remind me. I'm getting old. I forget things. Bet it's quite warm. What, in Alaska? But somebody else texted me, well, rung me this morning. They were in, where were they? Somewhere very hot. Where they were now. See, it's forgetting things. It's bad, isn't it? Bad. Never mind. Right, anybody need to know anything? Any questions? Any comments? Warmer than you might think. What, Alaska? Can't be warmer than upstairs in the warehouse today. That was just ridiculous. I don't know what the temperature is. I haven't taken off the thermometer, but it's like, well, I'm pretty sure I got heat stroke the other day. I've come back and I'm really dizzy and weird for a good few hours. So yeah, I've been sort of doing an hour, then coming back down again. So there we are. Right, yes, that's right. This is beeping away on this job. Super. Right, so next live stream then will be Sunday night after the auction. We'll do the usual, have a quick flick through, look at the prices. I need to remember to change this in a minute. Let me leave that highlighted so I don't forget. Will that do it when I go off the page? It will do. Yes, that's cool. Might have to have with HR and go on strike. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Yes, I could have. Do a work to rule. Say it's too hot to work. Excellent idea. If you come down the camper van, you can park up overnight on the driveway. I was going to, but I've booked the Travel Lodge. I think the Mark Pier Avenue a bit. Yeah, because by the time I've got it organised again, and it's not taxed at the minute, because it's parked at the warehouse and blah 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 blah. Thought I'd just book the hotel. It's easier. So thank you very much. Next time, I probably will do. And it's not far to stagger back from the pier then, is it either? On Saturday evening. That's what I thought. Although it's slightly uphill, which might be a problem. Right, well, I think that's probably it then for now. If anybody needs to know anything, we will catch up again Sunday evening after the auction. Hopefully we'll buy some steam engines or some Morris Minors on Sunday. I'm sure you need some. A minute from the pier, that's all right, then I can manage that. I will do the ticket you page either tonight or in the morning, whichever. Got some more stuff to do tonight now. Now I've got to sort this telly job out as well for next week. Yep, right, sort that out. And then we'll do it all again Sunday night. Super. Thank you all very much. Have a jolly weekend, whatever you're up to. Enjoying the sunshine, I suspect. And so don't forget, viewing tomorrow is earlier than usual, 9 till 12. And the auction Sunday is earlier than usual because it's a 10 o'clock start. And then a little break and then 1 o'clock afternoon session. So you'll have to be up a bit earlier at the weekend, won't you? No laying in. Right, that's it. I'm off. I'll catch you all Sunday night, if not before. Nighty night.